Hi everyone, how are you? It's Michelle from Divine's Purpose. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. I know the energy is pretty high, a little bit all over the place, but I keep getting called to listen to Mark Anthony, Love is All. I've been singing this for about a week now, and there's a specific lyric in there that he says, like, there's a me that you've always known, a me that I'm still learning. And it's really beautiful understanding that, in this journey of ascension, especially with twinners, and if you are a twinners, what are popping my lips? There's this deeper understanding that one of us as a twin has seen each other's eternal self even before the other has seen him. Meaning a lot of divine feminines saw their divine masculines in their divinity. Which feels like home. That's what Mark Anthony says too. It's like you felt home with me and I didn't understand it kind of thing, and it's this understanding that, we have to respect everybody's journey and really understand that love is all that really matters and really exists. I received this beautiful rose and I put an elastic on it so it can stay like this and dry up. And keep this for a little bit because there's a special meaning in roses. So if roses, and I know we just had Valentine's Day, guys, but Valentine's Day is a patriarchal holiday that represents love. But love is not a holiday. Love is who we are. So please don't forget that. So today I'm going to come in to do a message in regards to what's happening in the collective, both for divine feminines and divine masculines. I do want to tell you guys, though, that my channeling, I'm not only a tarot oracle reader, I'm actually a shadow healer, a clairvoyant. I do past life regression work, and I'm really into spiritual coaching and spiritual teaching. So I go deeper into self, but there's also these understandings here that, we are doing our best in our journey. And for me, when I talk about divine feminine, divine masculine, we have to understand the motion of why we're here as light workers, because this is what the twin flame journey is really about. And I always try to avoid the codependency that a lot of readers do constantly put you guys in. So if you're in the motion of still being in a toxic codependent energy with your twin, this reading or this message may not be for you. But if you are trying to get out of it and really try to focus on yourself and learn what spirit is trying to tell you, this would be a message for you. Just one second. So if you desire, pull up a cup of coffee and chill. And by the way, my 6-week shadow program is currently on special. If you desire to be a part of it or learn more, please click in the link below. You can see my bookings and my store there. And if you follow me on Instagram, that's great. If you don't, please do. There is a lot of messages there. Okay, so let's get it popping. Oh, please press like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. I'm trying to grow my YouTube. I'm just being obedient, so anything would be appreciative. All right, so let's get it started. I already blessed the cards this morning. It's really early here, and this strong message is really important because there's these elements of choices. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, I really did a really big understanding of these 7 of Cups. Options versus choices. And, the masculine right now is really being presented an option to really move forward or stay behind in old patterns, old behaviors. Now, this is a difficult moment for the masculine, and this is definitely masculine. I always pick up masculine energy. I believe that's why my journey happened the way it did, for me to pick up more of the masculine energy. However, the Sun is a masculine energy, the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the 7 of Cups. So the Sun is really in regards to happiness, joy. And you can see the 2 children here. There is still a lot of deeper inner child healing and clearing that is happening with masculines as a collective. This can actually trigger and put a lot of different emotions into the masculines at this current moment in time. We just had the full moon in Leo. A new moon is coming on the 23rd here in North America. So there's a lot of shifts and there's a lot of energy coming through right now. But see the two kids, like the twinner aspects, it's understanding of what your inner child is really seeking, because the one thing I always say is only one with the childlike heart can enter the kingdom of heaven. So you really have to express yourself in this motion. It's very much like being liberated, being free. See how they're naked and like they're just having so much fun, right? This is the after tarot. To those of you, if sunflowers resonate, that might be a special message for you. And the King of Pentacles is really grounding. I love King of Pentacles because the King of Pentacles is one who understands who he is, but he's also grounded in the physical world, as divine masculines are, meaning that they are okay with who they are without this controlling them. A lot of masculines have a tie to the material world through the programs and illusions, through the brainwashing, through, the hocus pocus, through the ego, through whatever you guys want to take it as. But this is understanding that they're really sitting strong and really trying to remain grounded as they rise up. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is these options are being presented to divine masculines at this time. The Hierophant. I love to see the Hierophant because the Hierophant is the divine counterpart of the High Priestess, as a lot of divine feminines are High Priestess. And what this is meaning is that they also too hold the keys. Here it is. I'm like, where's the keys? There are the two keys. You see the two keys? And he's holding the book of the Torah, the Akashic records, and he's allowing things to come in through the motion of his spiritual self. So there is a rise up. There is an understanding here. There's something that they're receiving as divine masculines. So divine masculines, if this is for you and you're listening, and if you're here, I know majority of divine feminines watch these videos, but divine masculines, my loves, you're being presented with an option here of higher, of happiness, of joy. It's somewhat of like, are you really going to still continue the behaviors that you're really doing that's not really fulfilling you? Yeah, it might be a fast quickie of excitement, or it might just be a fast quickie. Take it as it resonates to you, but these are energies that no longer serve you. There's a lot of toxic energies that you're holding on to, and you're being presented an option here. But this is in the physical now, not spiritual. The physical option, if you're going to move forward into your own light work and your mission, which gives you this energy, or you're going to remain the same and remain this man right here and just, keep playing in the world of illusions. But you're being called forward for sure. Let me see what else I have here. So with the song Love Is All, I think it's a really beautiful song by Mark Anthony. So if you want to listen to it, please do. Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. I love that the High Priestess came out. Oh, sorry guys, you can't see one momento. So yeah, love is all, and divine feminines, it's hard sometimes when you see and feel that energy from your divine counterpart, if they awaken that in you, meaning like, there's this energy here that you felt home with them. You felt the heaven on earth. You felt, this card desires to come out. Yeah. You felt this energy that your divine counterpart never knew about. And it's because it's their journey to learn it and experience it. And yeah, divine masculines take more time than divine feminines because they have a lot of things that they have to really choose. And, for divine masculines, it's a little bit more complicated through the motion of the mental space. They always go back into programs because they don't know any better, and this is why divine masculines chose their path as such, because they know that this is a generational curse that they have to break. And let's keep it real. That's not easy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this journey is not easy. So just be aware of what energy you're putting out there, because the universe is definitely listening. I don't know why I had to say that. Obviously, someone had to hear that. Okay, so let's get into this energy that came out with divine masculine. So this is the High Priestess. I said divine counterpart of the Hierophant, the High Priest. So she's here So Divine Feminines, this is for you. This is for you, my loves. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to remember this card because every High Priestess is different. This is my favorite. This is the Oceanic Tarot. So she's holding also something, right, in the stroll. That's also the Akashic Records, Torah. But she's also holding the infinities here, you know, understanding the journey, understanding that unconditional love, sitting very prestige between the dark and the light pillars. So you're understanding the dark side of this journey as well as the light, but you're focused on the love. Love is all. Remain focused, darlings, because I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of testing energies that are coming in to really test us, especially as Divine Feminines, because there's this understanding that we have received the knowledge, but now it's like, are you going to remain obedient? Are you going to remain in trust and faith? Because faith is the most important part of the aspect of the journey, because it's going to be a completion. There's a 10 of Pentacles here. 10 of Pentacles is like the completion card of everything that you truly desire: abundance, prosperity, love, you know, working in your light work in the physical and knowing what you need to do. Really beautiful. Queen of Wands is also here as passion, you know, really understanding your journey, really understanding who you are, really coming in. I love, obviously, I am a Queen of Wands, so I love this card, but this is really, really beautiful. You know, you're really focused on the light, Divine Feminine. So remain focused. You know, the seahorse really represents power and strength. Sit in your knowing, sit in your truth. Sometimes we have a problem, Divine Feminines, of understanding and trusting the journey because it's not physically being shown to us. But this is the testing that I'm referring to. You know, let's go back in time when we didn't have technology, if we didn't have, you know, cars, and we didn't have all of this, you know, spoiled things that we are spoiled with now. And imagine we were at war and your Divine Masculine had to go out to war, and he was fighting the war and the battle, and, you know, and that's his battle with himself, trying to come home. But you're sitting there knowing that you know, it's like this knowing that, you know, he's going to come, but you don't know what's happening in the battlefield. And you have to sit and just remain still and keep doing your own work and focus on your work. So when he returns to the castle, everything is in place and he can come sit next to you back in that King of Pentacles. So what I'm trying to say to you, or the Hierophant, choose what you please, but what I'm saying to you is that, you know, you have to allow your Divine Masculines to live their journey. It is the hardest thing. It is very hard, but there's a cycle that has been completed here because of the responsibility now that is taken. You know, there's only so much you can step into a victim mentality until you take the responsibility of your own journey. And this is the 10 of Wands. So this is understanding that you have completed this cycle and it's time for you to take responsibility and move forward. And there is the 5 of Swords, which is conflict, mental conflict. This is all mental space, guys. So it's so funny how I usually use this as my Divine Feminines and this is my Divine Masculine cards, but it totally flipped today, which I'm not surprised. That happens if you're on a twin flame journey. But either way, if you're not, you know, take this message as it resonates to you. We all carry masculine and feminine within us. But the masculine right now is really being presented with that choice of really moving into their light work, really removing the masks. Because trust me, every day a masculine wakes up and he puts on some type of layer of mask to fit into what he thinks is best for him. And Divine Feminines, you know, we wake up in somewhat of a victim mentality going, you know, why do I know all this information and why isn't it being presented to me? You know, and that also is a mask too, in a sense, because you haven't taken full responsibility of your own actions and your own responsibility for your light work here. So I'm tapping into Divine Feminines who hasn't started light work. Maybe you've been trying to think about it. Maybe you're trying to plan, but you keep having this aspect of, you know, why me? Woo, 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 woo. You know, these Divine Feminines definitely have to work on shadow work. I'm assuming the inner child came out because you have a lot of more inner child healing to do, which has to do with self-worth. And please understand, if that's the case, then your Divine Masculine is in the same boat. So there's a little bit of mirroring there. That's what I'm feeling. So let me see what kind of shadow work y'all have to deal with right now because I feel it. So let me tap into this. So I'm going to get a message for, what did I start with? Divine Masculines, and then I'll get a message for Divine Feminines. This desires to come out, wishing on stuff. And Divine Feminines, the High Priestess of Earth. Okay, so listen. Let me do it like this. So I want to tell you guys something. First of all, your Divine Masculines, or Divine Masculines if you're watching, you're wishing and praying and hoping. There is this wish fulfilled that you do recognize your, first of all, your Divine Feminine, because she is your divine counterpart in that aspect, in the higher realm. But it's also understanding that you're wishing to come forward. You're wishing, there's this wish that's sitting there deeper than you probably even know, and you're ready to move forward, but there's some blocks keeping you forward. And now with the High Priestess again here on Earth, remember, Divine Masculine's got King of Pentacles, which is Earth. You really have to remain grounded here, my loves. This is number 3. This is my Divine Feminine numbers. This is 19, which is a 2, wishing, partnership. Let me just go a little deeper in it. Let me pick up my energy oracles here and see what's going on. So let's get this one for the wishing card for Divine Masculines. I'm sorry if the lighting's bad, y'all. It's like really early in the morning. So there's no sun. Look at this. This is how, look how beautiful this is. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming. I have the number 11, which in this deck, in the Energy Oracle, this is my Twin Flame card. Cornucopia. I can never say this word. Cornucopia. There we go. I don't know what kind of word this is, guys. Sorry, I don't, like, listen, I'm not big on fancy words, but listen, this is understanding abundance, bliss, love, the journey of self. You know, you see this butterfly of transformation. When I said Divine Masculines are wishing, they are definitely wishing. And look at that. Angel of Strength, number 5, change. So, you know, this is really understanding that there's been a lot of cowardly acts with Divine Masculines, and they're aware of this. And it's okay, because that was their shadow side kind of showing themselves. Hold on, I'm receiving some information here. It's too much. Okay, so Divine Masculines. Obviously, the line represents you. But at a current moment of time, okay, sorry. I'm having a message that totally applies to me, so I'm going to try to say this without having my perception here. At a certain moment of time, you saw your Divine Feminine as an angel. But there was this aspect that came in that took it away through the motion of that ego, the pride, that beast mode. And that was on purpose for deeper healing and deeper wounding that you had to come into to really understand your journey. But that's past, and what's coming forward is the Angel of Strength. You're coming forward into getting strong, not physically strong, spiritually strong, and emotionally strong. A lot of Divine Masculines are already physically strong because they are physical beings. That's why they're Divine Masculines, right? But the strength comes from within, which your feminine has always had, and you always admired her for it. But now you're wishing to come forward into that. And also, obviously, you know, come into who you are, into your light body, into your light work, because there's been a calling forward, but you know that this card, where is it? This card is the partner of, of this one. This is a very complicated action for you to take, Divine Masculine. Why? Because you have always fallen back into the beast, cowardly pride mode. You've got too comfortable with it, with your ego, with your pride. But the deeper layers of healing is here now, right? And you have to come forward with strength to make the choice And your soul is wishing for it. It's kind of like a craving, which is really beautiful. So that's for divine masculines. I hope that's clear. That resonates a lot with my own journey. So, oops, too much. Broken heart for divine feminines. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So take that as it resonates to you. Flip it if you need to flip it. And then divine feminines, here we go. And look, number 44, that's my divine masculine number. You have woman holding a heart. And then you have the number 19, which is the same exact number that divine masculines have. They're wishing, and you need to rest. Rest and rejuvenation, you know. You guys can flip this, because I know sometimes the energy is flipped, and again, we are twin flames, so there's mirror on the wall type of thing. Or again, it could just be the masculine and feminine within you. But divine feminines, you're being called to come back to earth. That's why there is the high priestess of earth here. Stop projecting the energy and come back into love. Love is all. Remember who you are, divine feminines. Remember that you are a light worker. Remember that you came into this existence to really shine the light forward to especially your divine masculines, because he knew and you knew before this life in that soul contract that he needed the help to come forward to really break this curse, to break the spells, to break the lineage cycle that has happened through motions of his own bloodline, because that action alone will help the planet. Because when divine masculines come back into who they truly are and really speaking their truth, they're going to become the most amazing teachers. And I always used to say that about my divine masculine. I'm like, oh, he's just going to be so amazing, writing and being an author. But I always knew he had to find his voice, his voice. That's why my voice always gets a little what's it called? Foggy or whatever when I speak, because it's like that voice. They're so fearful to really speak their truth, their real truth though. I'm not talking about only what they wish. I'm talking about the truth of who they are and what they did behind the scenes, their deepest, darkest secrets that has a lot of healing. But those truths are going to heal a lot of other masculines and feminines on this planet, especially the new age ones that are coming in to do this work exactly. So divine feminines, you're being called to really ground yourself and understand why you're here. God first in everything. Again, don't call yourself divine and really preach these things, but also preach the words of hatred. It's like you're serving two masters. Remember who you are and save a space, a sacred space in your heart for your divine masculines. With this card right here too, I'm picking up people who are definitely in physical separation. So the physical separation is testing you at this current moment in time. And you know that sometimes, when you don't have physical, actual confirmation of things, you end up doubting yourself. But again, go back into the time, go back into that motion of waiting in the castle and understanding that it doesn't matter the masculine's energy, because God, spirit guide, masters, all that stuff is with them. Remain focused on your own energy and come into place of love. And if you've been really into spirituality and really putting in your own self-work, congratulations, divine feminines, but it's time for you to take a chill pill. Rest. Take a day or two, just come back into the world. That is the hardest aspect of this journey, is to balance the spiritual and the physical, especially as divine feminines, because we are emotional spiritual beings. The masculines are more physical. So we tend to disappear, and we hate sometimes, and I'm going to say it this way, we hate the physical world. Sometimes we have to have a day just to chill. I had that day yesterday. Because if you guys know my journey, I am very obedient to spirit, and I put in a lot of work. I have the YouTube, I have the podcast, I have my Instagram, and then I do things behind the scenes, and then I also do private sessions with clients. So there's a lot going on in regards to light work. But for you, divine feminines, I feel like some of you are really tapping into coming into light work, but there's more layers of healing. And if that resonates with you, please take a break, okay? What time is it? 23 minutes in. All right, let me finish up here. All right, so what message should I finish up with? So they're telling me to do the prophecy cards. And I'll do one for divine masculines and divine feminines, and we'll finish up here. All right, my loves? So thank you so much for watching. If you did watch, if it does resonate, please press like and comment if you desire. I love seeing your comments. I really do. That's for divine masculine. Divine feminine. All right. Don't ask me why I didn't flip this one. So I guess they want me to start with divine feminine. So divine feminines. Number 6, unconditional love. Life goes not backwards, not tarries with yesterday. Children. Wow. So many deep layers in this. There is this energy, divine feminines, that you, and remember, the divine masculines got the children, like the sun's cards with the children, right? Inner children. This is going backwards. Some of you are going backwards in the motion, and this is a confirmation that life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. Please understand that whatever happened in the past is the past. This is a calling for you to let it go, and this is a huge calling to dance in a circle in your inner child. Divine feminines, like I said, some of you have some more shadow work to do. That's why your divine masculine is mirroring the inner child work. Please understand, if you really desire to see your masculine again in this life, focus on your own healing. Because the more you focus on your own healing, your divine counterpart will do the same. Trust me. I have a lot of personal clients who are in the twin flame journey, and this shit is real. So focus on yourself, which is everything, right? Because that's what this journey is about. But there's this inner child that's here for sure. And it's so funny. This whole week I've been dreaming about, I used to be dreaming about like pregnancy and stuff. Now I'm actually dreaming about babies, like actual babies, anywhere from like 4 months to 2 years old. So that makes sense. So divine feminines, get back into your inner child, play, have fun, be joyful. And if there's more healing and you do desire your own personal reading from me, personal healing session, please contact me. Let's see what divine masculine has. Wow. Here we go. Number 30, let your best be for your friend, friendship. Here we go, guys. Remember when divine masculines are wishing? They are wishing. They might not understand it. It might be a deeper level of soul. But this is understanding, and number 33, divine feminine number. They know who you are, divine feminine. And they are wishing for this friendship back. It's a friendship, And please understand that twin flame journeys have been romanticized. But how can you romanticize anything if love is who we are? Love is who we are. And that's a higher level, first of all, of consciousness. So if you weren't there before, you wouldn't understand this. This is all about the awakening, and this is why you were awakened to a twin flame journey, divine masculine, is to understand who you truly are, because we came here in this existence forgetting. And the reason why you are a twin is because you made a contract with your twin to remember who you are, to come back together, to do the mission and light work, to go home. Boom. And now this aspect of this friendship that you desire, this right here, I'm seeing something here. Interesting. What was I saying? This thing just blocked me. No wonder I'm seeing it. Okay, get back. You're desiring the friendship. You're desiring that connection, because she is the mirror to you, and you are the mirror to her. And that's how you go back into that ascension really higher, quicker. And it's also just the aspect of loyalty and trust. Like, there's so many people on this planet, but to really know who you are naked, without any mask, with no material on you, like no clothing, just raw, is an understanding of, yeah, that's what I desire. So listen. Okay, pause. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, and I've never seen this before, but there's a face here. That's what I'm seeing. And it's a very demonic energy, which is interesting, but I'm not surprised, because that's been around divine masculine for a long time. But I'm feeling that in this photo that divine masculines are recognizing it. And I feel like divine masculines are respecting it. And I always say it like this: respect the illusion, but honor your journey. Because in the end of the day, this is a part of their journey. It's a part of all of our journey. But we have to recognize it, see it, respect it, but keep pushing, because it's like, it's not going to stop us. It will never stop us. Strength. All right, y'all. 29:55. I'm done. Much love and blessings to you on your journey. I hope this resonates with you. If you do desire your own session, please contact me. I appreciate all of you. Have a beautiful Sunday. Peace.